I miss doing this. I miss doing the journalist thing. Just having people say a feedback. And you're supposed to be quiet. Technically what I'm doing is not correct. Okay, I gotta stop moving the bike. Hi, hello. My name is Lynn. If you're watching this and you stumble upon this video, I am a Puerto Rican multimedia creative who just recently lost her so-called dream job. And in my previous video upload, I talked about how I was finishing up graduate school, and I'm happy to say that I did finish my master's degree in social media marketing from University of Florida. Go Gators. I'm so happy and proud to be part of the Gator alumni. And I told myself last year in that video upload how I was going to put myself out there and, restart content creation. And I guess one of the reasons why I'm trying to revive my channel, or just trying to go back into doing just video editing in general. First of all, I miss it. I miss being creative. I'm just trying to be creative and, see what happens. Months after my graduation, I landed a content marketing job, and it was my dream job because it kind of was full circle with the theme park industry. Sadly, I lost my job. I was let go after a full calendar year. And because I am currently unemployed, I figured this is now the chance to take this leap of faith in restarting my own content creation journey, whether it's YouTube or my blog or maybe TikTok. Either way, I'm just putting myself out there and trying to experiment with all of the different avenues and see what happens. So why now? Well, I'm not getting any younger. Honestly, that's the biggest one. I keep telling myself, oh no, I'll do it. And then every passing year, it's one of those things where if not now, when? Right? It's so cliche, I know, but there's such a truth to it. If not now, when? I told myself in 2015, 2016 that I was gonna do it, and then I didn't. And then 2017, I kinda did, but then two moments happened, and which I'll get to that later. 2019, I restarted, and I was gaining traction, and then I abandoned it because I was focused on my job. And then 2020 happened. Say less. I'm not gonna explain about 2020, but 2020 happened. And then I was so focused on graduate school that I put all of this on the wayside. And I told myself I was gonna restart once I got a work-life balance, and then all of last year I didn't do anything. So here I am. And going back to the 2017-2018 era, I have this kind of, pattern where I would start something, and then as soon as I get a full-time job, I abandon it. Because, to me, it's well, I don't need to do this anymore. I need to put myself out there. I got what I wanted. I got a full-time job, 40 hours, benefits, what have you. And that's what happened. Another factor in why now is because I definitely feel more confident than I used to back in the day. And back in the day, I kept making excuses of well, what if once I lose weight, I'll be on camera, or once I get my braces out, I'll be on camera, or once I do XYZ, or once I upgrade my equipment, once I I don't have to use my phone, I can just use whatever. It's okay, I've already done all those things. And I guess that's why I'm also doing this video, is to kind of have that sense of accountability and tell myself no more excuses. I need to stop that. One other aspect is that along the lines when I was trying to put myself out there with YouTube editing and stuff, as you can see in my first video, if you go to my oldest, I used to do Overwatch gameplays because I really was obsessed with that game. And I had someone within my orbit call me cringe. And that's when I held back. That's when I was like, oh, maybe I should not do this. I sadly let that comment get to me. And it's why I've kind of held myself back, because sometimes I think about, well, if I ignored it and I continued to pursue things, I don't know what would have happened. Because again, this was 2017, 18. Obviously, things have changed with the landscape of media and stuff. Again, it's almost like I made a whole dissertation about it for my master's degree and my capstone, like just the landscape of like social media. Again, I was during my master's at the peak of, you know, TikTok and like 2020 during the pandemic and so on and so forth. I don't know where I'm going with this. I actually should have thought about doing a more formal script, but the essence of it is basically that, yeah, I am not getting any younger. I want to take this leap of faith and see where it goes from here, because, you know, nobody's stopping me. Nobody's telling me no, which is one of the things that I can't stand. On the flip side, I also can't stand when people say things like, oh, let's just throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. And it's like, no, there needs to be that in between. You can't just throw everything against the wall, but at the same time, you can't just say no to everything. There has to be this like middle ground, I guess. Again, depends on the context and the nuance. Like I said, I need to figure out which direction I want to go with this, and maybe that's the direction. Maybe the direction is no direction. Maybe I just need to surrender and let go and just go all vibes. You know, what's the vibe check of this video? What's the vibe check of like my next one? You know, what am I in the mood for to do? Because I just lost my job. I don't want to be bogged down with like my previous coping mechanisms of just sitting around binge watching shows. Although it's been fun, I've been meaning to get into prestige TV. I keep telling myself maybe this is the time I'll sit down and binge watch The Sopranos or The Wire or what have you. I keep telling myself that, but maybe there's room for both. Maybe I can discuss, like, again, I'm watching this show, it's a 20-year-old show, but I'm seeing it now with fresh eyes. And talk about that. I'm gonna leave it at that. And if you want to be, again, I'm still not sure what direction. I'm just kind of figuring things out as I go. So if you want to join the ride, like this video, subscribe, all that jazz. I keep saying it. I don't want to say the thing, but you have to say the thing. So yeah, like this video, subscribe, and I'll make sure to start posting more frequently, even if it's on shorts. Maybe I need to start thinking about not short term. Do not think short-term strategy. That's bad. Short form content, which is my pebble in the shoe kind of deal. I really don't want to, but I know I should, but I really don't want to, but I gotta get that itch out somehow. But yeah, anyways, thank you for watching. Bye.